This is going to be a video on Russian AK74 muzzle brakes, the different variants of them, and some examples of each. And let's start it out. This is the first model. They call these one-piece half moon. It's all one-piece construction, and the vent itself is milled out of the same piece of the brake itself. It's not a washer pressed in place. And yeah, these were first used in pre-production models, so early, 1974 and potentially earlier, whenever they started the production of them, like pre-production stuff, up until about 1979, 1980. These are chrome lined. Let's see if I can get my camera in focus. It's being really annoying. And then after these were what we call the zigzags. This is a zigzag brake here. They're both short collars on these two, back here. And these are the same thing. It's all one-piece construction, but instead of having the half-moon cuts, this is the little zigzag cuts. You can kind of see them in there. These are from about 1980 to about 85. And again, these are all one-piece construction. They're chrome lined as well. After these was their first two-piece brakes. We call them short collar two pieces or faceted two pieces or any combination of them. Collar is short on these as well. And two-piece because the brake itself is all one piece, but the actual there's a washer pressed in place here. Easier to manufacture that way. So it's back to a half moon, vent, but it's a washer pressed in place compared to their first pattern ones being a part of the actual brake itself, being milled from the same piece of material. And these ones were about 1985 to about 1989-ish. They have a distinct faceted material, not material, but faceted look to them, faceted the way they were forged or however they did it, I don't know. But you can see them there, how it's all individual little ridges compared to the other older ones are just, smooth metal. I have a couple examples of these, I'll put them up here. Again, these were about 85 to about 89. Let me grab some other ones in here. They're all kind of the same old kind of thing. Some of them look better than others. You can kind of see in the light the little faceted looks, looking like surface on them. They don't really feel. They still feel smooth. It's not like it's a noticeable, bumps or anything. But these are chrome lined as well. And after these were their current production two-piece long collars. We call these long collars because the collar on these is longer than the other ones, previous ones, the faceted brakes. These ones are just below little vent holes, whereas on the newer ones, they're about out to the vent holes here. And these are the same two-piece construction. It's a washer pressed in place. These are chrome lined as well. These are in production from about 1989, 1990 until present. These are current production Russian brakes on the 74M. I've got a couple of these ones up here too. I'll bring up to the camera. This one here there's 3 vent holes in all these brakes. 1, 2, 3. This one here is missing one, which is just, I think, is neat. Baffle's still in place. It's still, chrome lined and all finished and everything. It's just they didn't drill a hole. I've got conflicting reasons asking online of why that is. Some people say I'm not going to get into it. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's all just speculation of all the answers I've gotten. And then another one is there's no holes drilled. This is chrome lined, but there's no baffle pressed in place. And it's flat on the bottom here, which these ones are not. I've seen some newer, proper, complete with all the holes and everything, long collar brakes like these with the same flat cut. And I've seen some AK103 brakes with the same flat cut. I'm assuming that's just for easier access to the cleaning rod when it's on the gun. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is for sure though. But what I'm saying about the baffles pressed in place in the two-piece ones, see how it's, this right here is a separate little washer. You can see on this guy, it was never pressed in place. There's just an empty hole in here. There's no washer in place. So that's the two-piece construction. All these two-piece brakes would be something along the lines of this, and then a washer would be pressed up in place to create, you know, the little vent for the recoil reduction and all that stuff. Whereas on the older ones, they're all just one-piece construction. There was a really good guide on all this kind of stuff on KVAR's website that got taken down a while back, and it's kind of hard. It's not hard finding info, but you kind of have to dig around a little bit on all, you know, the forums and stuff, trying to find, you know, good info and that kind of stuff. But I figured throw it all on a video and, you know, get all the info all at once on a quick little video or something. But yeah, these are all, you can get most of these online today, even still. Zigzags are probably the easiest of the Russian ones, the zigzag ones, and probably the faceted ones. The later production, the long piece, or the long collar two pieces, the current 74M brakes. These are getting easier to find now, but they were for a while hard to find and kind of expensive. And then the earlier ones like these are pretty hard to find in the US. There are only been recently that I've seen people having a decent number of them. One specific person, my boy, who hooked me up with this. But they, it's kind of cool. For a while, the 74M brakes and then these earlier ones were kind of hard to get in the US, but now it took a while to find one of these. And now that I have this, I have one example of each. These are all kind of cool. 74 brakes are my favorite individual part of the rifle. They're just the distinct, iconic, you know, part of the gun to me. So it's cool having one of each, of all the types, and I hope this information for maybe someone out there cloning a build, or, you know, whatever, someone's curious about how these brakes work, or not how they work, but, you know, what the differences between them, between all the production models and the years of, you know, production and all that stuff. Hopefully they found that is helpful. Yeah, they're kind of cool. I think the brakes are cool. All right, bye.